We bought this RV almost a month ago, and we're finally getting the time to start making it our own. This is my second favorite part of owning an RV. Obviously, my favorite part is actually getting to use it, but we'll get to that later. Today, we're gonna try to get some of the outside projects finished up on the RV, and hopefully next week, we'll be able to tackle the inside projects. As a side note, I love projects. One of my favorite things to do is to take something and make it better. Or worse, depending on who you ask. All right, enough chit chat, let's get to work. All right, we're gonna look at this backup camera today. Here's the problem I have. Here's the size of my backup camera. I want to take this whole thing off. And it looks like the screws are in the same spot though, so that might work. This is pre-wired for the Furrion camera, apparently. It looks like it's literally just a tiny hole in the back wall. So I think I'm gonna be okay to just take this whole shroud off and put mine on there. We're gonna search for this dang screw that I dropped. I think my chances of finding it are slim to, oh, looky there, I found it. I took the factory Furrion housing off of here, and you can kind of see the shape that it is. And here is the shape of the other one, of the halo view that I have. And this sealant, I don't know what they used, but it is awful. It's so sticky, like never dries. Ta-da! So I've got that threaded through, and as you can see, the halo view fits perfectly with those screw holes. So I'm pumped about that. And then this little adapter comes with the halo view, and it pops right in to the Furrion. Correct. I'm gonna tape that real quick, then I'm gonna tape this one too. Ta-da! Gotta caulk everything. Be good to go. I'm so much happier with the way this one turned out than with our last one. It's much easier to put in. I don't caulk the bottom because that way if moisture ever does get in, it can actually find a way out.
Alright, here's the install. I looped my extra right there. It's not the straightest in the world, but who cares? That one really just needs to be moved out a little bit. But I'm just being picky. So now I just need to pull my truck around here and hook up the light connector and see if the camera works. It worked in the truck, so I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, we're gonna be putting on our bug screens. So we bought a large screen to go on here and then 2 little ones to go over there on top of those. This will be my first time to install them. So we'll see how that goes. If you don't like this, you can just fast forward.
Need elevator music.
This makes my eyes go funky.
Ta-da! Look at you go. Now, do you want to know the worst part about that? Every time we open this,
Gotta take it off.
we have to take it off.
Well, better than getting bugs in there.
Yeah.
So here's the full hint that we learned. This little cross beam here goes to that. So that way you can push through the spring and push that cross beam.
Yeah, instead of pushing on the end,
Yeah.
on the actual hook.
Kids have decided it's firework day. Just not enough of a hook there to keep it from popping off.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they sent. This is what we decided to do. We wanted to cut it down a little bit so it'd be a little bit more secure of a connection
Much more.
than what they sent, which is pretty loose. So we learned a few things. The hooks need to be modified. Seals need to be cut down and applied before you put it on. The tool goes through the middle of the spring and attaches to the crossbar. So many things that we learned today. All right, let's see if I can get this new hook on there because it's nice and tight. And so I'm trying to remember, put the seal at the bottom. Seal popped off. And then, not quite getting it.
Got it. You got it.
Nice and tight. Let me fix that seal. There we go. You want to try to fix these, or do you think?
No,
I think these are good enough.
I'm gonna throw that one away anyway. I might make it to where we don't use the springs, but where it's attached to the door. And then you just, when you need to open it, you just open it. Where now you can't. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
You also can't shut it.
Doesn't? Yeah, I was gonna say it don't lock either. So. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just keep that screen, but I will hard mount it to the door. We're gonna pack some wheel bearings. So I've got her jacked up. We're gonna pull the wheel and tire off and pull the hub and drum assembly off and make sure everything's good. And then we're gonna repack everything and put it back together.
What's that?
This is called a cotter key or a cotter pin, and I butchered it. It's no good no more. You're supposed to replace them every time anyway. That's way too tight.
Whoa.
I've never had that happen before. Did you get that?
You're just happy to see me?
I've done this hundreds of times and I've never had that happen. What the heck? It's got some brown in there. Probably just need the bearings replaced, honestly. Can you see it?
I see the brown now. Yeah.
Brown up in there. It's burnt. Now I gotta decide if I want to put new bearings in it or not. I was just gonna repack them. And I mean, they're probably fine. You know? I wouldn't care if I was just running around here, which might be all we do this year, so. This might be a pack them, put them back in, and run it this year. Then put new Timken bearings in it next year. Cut. So now I got something else to fix. It's not bad. I just boogered up one of the threads. It's not bad. Oh, my mic's hung.
Oh.
Help. Thanks. I can't believe I dropped that. There's been a lot of firsts today. No, I don't think it's bad. It'll be fine. We'll just run it. Repack it and run it. So I went and got the Lucas Red and Tacky grease. It is certified for wheel bearings. And the reason why I buy it in this instead of the tub for bearings is because I'll just use a little bit out of this and then I'll put it in my grease gun later when my grease gun runs out. So that's why I do that. You can see the red coming through.
Oh, at the top, yeah.
Yeah, that means you're pushing that red all the way through, that new stuff all the way through. They say not to mix it. I really don't care. I do it and I've never had an issue with it. Technically, you're supposed to put it in a parts washer and wash all the old grease out of it and then put all new stuff in. But that's just not shade tree enough for me. Like Ernest. This doesn't gross me out. I just say that. You're supposed to wear gloves. Wear gloves. Don't be stupid. You know that when I was taking my PPG paint certification test 20 years ago, the part of the test that they knocked me off for, counted me off for, was I was wiping down a fender with wax and grease remover without gloves. I learned my lesson for sure. Reminds me of church camp. Your red and blue don't make purple. The one rule. Ooh, yeah. One thing that I learned probably from an old timer is to pack the back of your seal with grease. And it keeps this spring from accidentally popping out. I don't know if you can see, there's a spring in there behind this seal, this lip here. If you pack this with grease, it'll help hold that spring in so that you don't accidentally knock it out when you're hammering the seal in. Also, don't forget to put your bearing in there before you hammer your new seal on. You know how many times I've just been working and I've got my bearings pre-packed, setting to the side, and I just start throwing this thing together and I put the seal in without putting the bearing in? Don't do that, okay? It makes life so much more difficult.
What'd you got there?
I just sprayed some brake cleaner in there. And because you want this, so this surface right here is the surface that your brake magnet uses to activate your brakes. So you want it to be very, very clean with no grease on it. Just, it's best to not have any grease on this side of that seal. I use the CRC brake clean in the green can because the green can does not have toluene in it, because I'm allergic to toluene now. Or desensitized, something. Sensitized, desensitized. There's a word there. I don't know the exact word. Anyway, it makes me yak if I smell it.
Too many years of paint and body work.
Yeah. It's a violent reaction and I don't like it. So that's why I pay the extra $1 a can and get the green can.
You built up a sensitivity to it.
Something like that, yeah. It's not like an allergy, I don't think. I think it's overexposure has led to the inability to be around it anymore. Now this has the, I think they call it the Easy Lube axles with the grease cert up here. I never use it because I don't like it. So, always thought I would like it until I got one and used it, and now I don't like it because I feel like if you don't do it 100% right, it'll push grease out the back here and get into your brakes. And there's no way to know for 100% fact that you did it right because you can't see it. I always put a little bit of grease on this seal to make it go on easier. I've still got to get a file and fix that thread. Life hack, it's like a bush fix type thing, is these castellated nuts like this. It's called castling when they have notches out of them. You can turn them around backwards to help repair tiny imperfections in your threads. It's not a miracle worker, but if you're out in the field, sometimes you have to just do what you can. Ta-da! And it actually works pretty darn good. You break down enough in the hayfield, you learn that. You learn little tips and tricks.
This video is exposing all your past forays.
I know, right? Everybody's gonna be like, I don't want to be within 100 miles of you on the road after they watch this.
Paint and body, hay.
Yep. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Ta-da! Dog fur. How the heck did I get dog fur out here? When I sweat dog fur. I think Dad's got a bearing packer up there that does this for you. Like I used to have at the school. But looks more manly if I do it this way on camera. It's like the 4th of July, guys. Red, chrome, and blue. I think I should have just bought a tub because the amount of grease I'm using out of this thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You know you got your threads good enough if you can turn the nut by hand. and not have to put a socket on it or a wrench on it or something. But please don't do it how I do it. Do it the right way, or pay somebody else to do it. Just saying. Because it's sideways, it makes it very difficult because it kind of goes through the side of the nut. So. Meow. So 90 to 110, just split the middle with 100. So I'm just gonna put the tire back on, and I will eventually may not be the first trip before the first trip, but eventually I'll go ahead and get my MORryde shackle kit like I put on our first fifth wheel, and we'll be good to go. Be a-okay. Look, guys, I love doing stuff like this. This is why I do it. I mean, this is my job. It's what I've always enjoyed, is working on stuff. But that's the reason I've never had any failure of any kind under here while we've been on the road. We've been RVing since 2017, and I've never had a failure of this kind. So, ever. Never been stranded anywhere. We bought it to use, and we bought it to upgrade, and we bought to basically do whatever the heck we want to do with it. So, that's what we're doing. We just happen to be showing it on YouTube. We also had some really awesome comments, some really good information, resources to go to for information on adjusting our slide outs, which was cool. So.
And a good tip on how to sew up the bottom of the...
Oh yeah, how to stitch the underbelly together with zip ties, and then when you need to access it, you just clip the zip ties and pop it down. And super easy and cheap and fast, so I think I'm going to use that method.
What are you twerking to on those?
I'm just torquing to 100 right now. I think that's what it calls for. That's what it does call for, but very similar to our first fifth wheel. Well, that's it for this week. I didn't get all my projects done. We kind of got rained out a little bit, but we still got wheel bearings packed, camera installed, antenna installed for the camera, and the bug screens on the water heater and the furnace. So honestly, I think that's enough for one day. Thank you so much for sticking around. We appreciate everybody that takes the time out of their day to watch our channel and to subscribe to our channel. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thanks again. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.